I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 54. Record. Get up. Ready.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hit it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Tannehill on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ready up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you over.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
from the gun. Here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? 15, line it. 15 lines. 54. Let's go. Hit it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Here's Minshew.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's into the clear. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll bend.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It'll be Minshew again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Check right 54. Right 54.
On second and 9. Tannehill, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Down. 18 games. 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Tannehill in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Going deep for Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 25 yards that time.
Exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Minshew sets to throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Titans now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, the small route out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tannehill, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 2nd and 16. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He's going to field this at the 4. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Rush in, switch. Yo, back five.
Now a give, right side, done. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
On 4th down, Minshew. And Ingram holds it in. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So now the Jags, once again, they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Now Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Jags grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards.
Hey, hold it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. So now another two-point conversion attempt coming up for the Jaguars. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Here's Tannehill. Walker with a grab, left side.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
In your face. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Delta.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Bryant has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just round him. He's got daylight. He gets it to Humphreys. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphreys with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready,
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun is Minshew. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Minshew sets to throw.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter of MetLife Stadium. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. A win would be their first of the young season. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Minshew, and he completes it to Westbrook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making you.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. The open man is Westbrook. That one goes for 24 yards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's a toss coming right. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
10-2 stop. 54.
On 1st down, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.